Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Zach, and here we talk about overlanding, gear, builds, DIY, all sorts of stuff related to modifying your vehicle, getting out there, adventuring in the outdoors. I don't know how much Land Cruiser content I have posted here on YouTube, but I've started to really post a lot on Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram, and I tend to post on there pretty frequently, so go check that out. It's kind of a way to talk to me a little more one-on-one. Feel free to message me on there if you have questions about anything build related. Maybe I can help, maybe I can't, but I'll do my best. That being said, I've got a couple of different Land Cruiser videos coming here in the next couple weeks. This one being the first. A huge shout out to Relation Race Wheels and Trill Built Off-Road for sponsoring this video and just being good supporters of the channel. Relation Race Wheels has supported me for a year or two now at this point. I really love their wheels. I like how they look. I like the multi-spoke look of a lot of their rims. It's just a clean look that I think that's kind of inspired by the sports car world, but really I think looks sharp on off-road vehicles. You want to see the 37s now or at the end of the video? You probably want to see it now. Okay, roll it. So let's just talk a little bit about fitting, aftermarket rims on the Land Cruiser. The Land Cruiser has kind of an odd setup where the hub size or the, bore depth, so to speak, of most rims is not going to be compatible with the Land Cruiser. So one thing that most people will recognize is the bore size, or the hub bore size. I think that's the right terminology, is the same size as on a 4Runner. And the bolt pattern is the same as a 4Runner. So if you're gonna go out and shop for 80 series Land Cruiser wheels, and maybe this stands true for most Land Cruisers, I think a lot of those will bolt up. So I think maybe 100 or 200 series, they might have jumped up in size, but at least for the 80 series Land Cruiser, I know for a fact that it's the same bolt pattern as 4Runners. So in theory, if you go and you wanna buy, say Method or Stealth Custom Series, or Volk, or Alpha Equipped, or Relation Race Wheels, or any of these brands, they all make 4Runner wheels. A lot of them will maybe look on the surface level as compatible with the Land Cruiser, and I'm gonna walk you through a little bit as to how this is a little bit challenging, and you have to kind of play around with the offset of those rims, as well as maybe understand a bit of the design of where their back spacing is put, and some of those things. So, with that being said, let's jump into the video. I'm gonna first talk to you a little bit about how I fit these rims from the 4Runner on the Land Cruiser appropriately, and then I'll show you kind of current day how I'm running 37s, how I fit them, and what this offset looks like with 37s on the Land Cruiser. So let's jump right into it. All right, so what I've got here are some billeted aluminum spacers. These are 2-inch spacers with the correct bolt pattern and the hub diameter. And so what I discovered on the Land Cruiser, and it's something to think about whenever you're buying wheels, is this center hub right here is really protrudes a lot on Land Cruisers. On a lot of other cars, it doesn't. And so this is something you have to consider when picking new rims. And if you're gonna try and retrofit some new rims to some of these older Land Cruisers, it's something to think about. So if you look at these rims at face value, you can't really tell. What you have to do is take off this front plate, and once you do, you quickly realize that there is a lip right here on this edge. Now the thing about these wheels right now is I think the stock rims are 0 offset, but I don't quite know the specs on them. What we want to do is go off of the stock spec and just change it a bit. So once we take off these wheels, I'm going to show you what the current hub sizes are and why we chose the spacers that we did. So let's jack up the vehicle and get this going. All right, so we've got the wheel off here, and I've just got the spacers sitting on here as well. So as you can see, this portion sticks out quite a ways. I've measured it before, but just to show you all, it is like about 1 3/4 to the end of the shaft here, and then including the nut, it's about 2 1/4. See if we can get that in focus. So we got 2-inch spacers for the front, which are going to compensate for the rear and have the same wheel poke in the front and the rear. So I'm going to put these on first, and then eventually the aftermarket wheels will go on here. In the meantime, we'll be running wide stance stock rims. All right, so putting on these spacers is a little bit challenging because you don't want to crank and torque on the transmission of the vehicle. So what I did is I put the old lug nuts back on, because these can kind of get banged up and I don't really care since we have to replace them for the new rims. And I used this black iron pipe I had laying around, and I stuck it in between here like this. And then every time I torqued the bolts on the opposite side, I did a star pattern and held it in place so that this didn't rotate at all, because you can see there's a little bit of play. So that's what I did. Torqued them to the spec in the packaging with lots of red Loctite, and those should be good to go for their little break-in period where we stretch out the threads. I'll come back and check them, make sure they're still doing okay. So on the front, like I was saying, it's about 2 1/4 inches to the end of the nut, and back here it's almost 2 3/4. So you need a slightly longer spacer here in the back, because just the hub alone is like 2 1/4, 2 1/8. Now it's almost 2 1/4, so you need 2 3/4. So luckily with the RRWs I have, we've got about 3/4 of an inch or so on the rim, 2 inches with the spacers. We should clear the nuts on this hub. So I've removed the wheel and I've started cleaning this whole thing with the wire brush. Once we've got it all clean, we'll put a bunch of red Loctite on each of these threads, put the spacers on, start torquing them down. All right, I apologize for the poor lighting because it's late at night, but this is the kind of fitment we want. So if we zoom in here, see how close that nut is getting to the inside of that ring there? You can see the lip pretty clearly there. That is why we're running the spacers. So unfortunately, we had bought -25mm rims to run on this Land Cruiser, but we needed even more back spacing to clear these hubs. So what we're doing is to have the minimum amount of negative offset on the truck, which is still going to be crazy because of the huge spacers. I'm switching my 0 offset wheels onto the Land Cruiser, and we're going to put the -25s on the 4Runner. So you may be wondering, okay, Zach, that's nice that Trailbuilt sent you those wheels, but why does that even matter to me? What is Trailbuilt Off-Road? Well, Trailbuilt Off-Road is a company that is sort of part of the big conglomerate owned by the Hamilton Collection. So if you've heard of the Hamilton Collection, Steve, he owns like a supercar collection. He's got a big YouTube channel. They have their own like rim or wheel line, but they also sell tons of stuff third party. And you know, also they've got some pretty sweet content. I watch their channel. But what I would recommend doing is going and checking out Trailbuilt Off-Road, because what they do is they talk a lot about fitment. So if you're trying to figure out if you have to do heavy trimming, light trimming, and all these sorts of things, they've used a bunch of customer data to really put together a big fitment guide for off-road wheels, which is pretty sweet. I mean, the 4Runner community has documented pretty well what you need to do to fit wheels, but if you don't have a 4Runner or you've got some, you know, more unique build, you might be able to figure out some helpful information for wheels and tires on their website. And I will say, so this is kind of a little story. I have the 4Runner, and the 4Runner, I've got 35s on it right now. Well, when I first got my set of 35s, just bought them, I was really excited. I want to get them mounted up. So basically, as fast as I could, I started to mount them up, and I took them to a local tire shop. I'm not going to call them out, but it's one of those where basically the name is the brand of the tire shop. So you kind of think, okay, these tires are the bread and butter of this shop. They should be able to help me out. Well, they had a machine that couldn't even balance 35s correctly. So it was pretty shocking to see that even 35s couldn't be balanced by this dedicated tire shop. And so, you know, that kind of bummed me out, but also kind of, you know, showed me that maybe a lot of just standard mechanics don't have systems that can balance 35s, 37s, 40s, some of these really big off-road tires. 33s obviously aren't a huge problem for most shops because there's cars that come stock with 33s. But that being said, if you're gonna buy 37s or you're trying to decide on how you're gonna get all this put together, the great part is Trailbuilt Off-Road has all these insane machines to mount up tires and do it correctly. And sometimes they'll even do bead locks. I don't believe right now they sell Relation Race Wheel bead lock rings. I'm really working on them, but they have the capabilities of allowing you to buy Relation Race Wheel wheels, Relation Race Wheels bead lock rings, and your tires, and they'll mount them all up for you, balance them, everything in their store, and then put them on a pallet and ship them to your house. And as far as I understand, basically it's free mounting, balancing, and shipping if you buy the wheels and the tires from them. So it's pretty insane. If you're gonna buy a beadlock set of wheels that come with the beadlock rings, they'll mount them up for you for free, which is a pretty nuts savings. If you've ever had to take a beadlock set of wheels and tires to an actual shop, it can cost upwards of $100 to $200 per tire just to mount up that beadlock ring on the rim. So it can get really expensive, and if you're definitely getting beadlocks, there's some huge savings there. I'm trying to get them to get Relation Race Wheels beadlock rings, but maybe working with their customer service, you could figure out a way to coordinate that. But basically, there's a huge opportunity to have kind of a specialized shop mount and balance your off-road tires for you prior to putting them on your vehicle, rather than you having to sort out either taking them to an off-road shop or finding a shop that actually has the capabilities to mount those wheels. So Trailbuilt Off-Road kind of offers a sweet service there, and they're pretty local to me. They're just south of Green Bay in Wisconsin, not too far from Wisconsin. I was able to drive over there and check out their facilities. It's pretty crazy. They've got a humongous warehouse over there. But yeah, they do some pretty awesome stuff with wheels. If you need wheels and tires, go check them out. If you need Relation Race Wheels rims and you're not buying rubber at all, go and check out their website. I've got a code, OVLDENG, will get you 5% off their wheels. I really like Relation Race Wheels. Like I said, I've been running them for like 2 years now, and I haven't had any problems. So these are actually 37 by 12.5 by 17 inch Baja Boss ATs. They're a triple peak rated all-terrain tire made by Mickey Thompson, and they're basically my favorite tire. They're not the heaviest on the market. They're definitely heavier than some of the thinner sidewall options out there. So I think these come in at about 73 pounds a tire. I'll put their weight up on the screen, but they have a directional tread pattern with some slightly larger lugs, but all this siping. So the siping really helps with the snow, but the larger lugs help with mud. So they're supposed to be a pretty effective all-terrain tire. In theory, a better all-terrain tire than most for mud, but still they absolutely rock in the snow. So these are mounted up with the Relation Race Wheels RR6 hybrid beadlocks. This is a true beadlock ring. It's anodized aluminum as far as I understand, and these are their gold bolt option. Like I've said multiple times in this video, these are the zero offset version in a 17 inch by 8.5 inch wide rim. So I really like this tire combo. A couple things to note to fit these well and not hardly rub off-road. I've got these Delta 3L front radius arms. These help to push the front axle forward a little bit, and yeah, they absolutely rock. They help for really being able to clear these when you're steering, and then centering them in the wheel well is really not too difficult considering I have the aftermarket front descent bumper. In the rear, we've got a ton of Dobinson stuff, lower adjustable links and upper links, wherever they are, way up in there, and adjustable panhard bar, and a panhard correction bracket made by Delta Vehicle Systems, which is basically the Land Cruiser equivalent of my Dr. KDSS bracket on the 4Runner. And this helps to fit 37s in the rear and center them in the wheel well so you can stuff them and not have any problems. So yeah, fitting them is not too challenging, actually. Haven't done much trimming, and the 37s fit just fine on the Land Cruiser here. And if you're wanting the hybrid tire without the beadlock ring, this is essentially what it looks like. It's how my spare is set up right now. I still need to mount it as a beadlock. And with the Land Cruiser and 4Runner, you know, both sitting in my driveway right here, we've got 35 12.5 by 17s on the 4Runner, the Baja Boss ATs. I bought these with my own money. Just want to just kind of state that to show that I really do believe in these tires. I've never been sponsored by Mickey Thompson. These other set were sponsored by Trailbuilt, which is a third-party tire manufacturer. So I wanted to show what the current 37s look like as well, just in the driveway. Showed you a little bit at the beginning, some cinematic footage, but yeah, absolutely love this wheel and tire setup. So that's going to be a wrap for this video. I'm going to try and post some more Land Cruiser content in the coming month or so. I keep on telling you all, hey, Land Cruiser content's coming, but I've been posting 4Runner stuff. So stay with me here. Get subscribed because I'm going to be posting a lot of content coming. I've got a huge backlog and it's going to be awesome stuff. So if you like the Land Cruiser or you like what I'm doing with the channel, please consider subscribing. I appreciate all the support from all of you that have been following along. Thank you to all the companies that support me along this way. All the stuff about these wheels and tires and everything, and working with Trailbuilt, I'll put all of that down below. Trailbuilt Off-Road's really awesome. They do a lot of kind of nice services along with purchasing your wheels and tires that not a lot of other places will do. So check them out. You know, tell them that I referred you if you decide to purchase something. There's a drop-down menu to select me, and that helps me out, helps me be able to continue to make more content. So thank you so much. I'll catch you all in the next video.